Bad boy barber. What? Screaming, kicking my feet, y'all. She had, I don't know. I'm so bad at making decisions. Ain't no way this man just said this. For romance was say, duh. Look how floppy this is. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be reading romance books for a week. Honestly, I've not really read like just romance books in a long time. I have been on fantasy kick since I read Aquatar at the beginning of this year, so I'm so excited to read a romance again, and I have a few options to choose from. I just got these books. I also have a lot more coming for Christmas. I asked for a bunch of Amazon gift cards because I really want to get some. Okay, so we kind of have a theme with this, blue and yellow, but here are the books we have. I don't know what any of these are about, by the way. First we have Every Last Word. Okay, it says Samantha McAllister looks just like the rest of the popular girls in her junior class, but hidden beneath the straightened hair, expertly applied makeup is a secret that her friends would never understand. Sam has OCD and is consumed by a stream of dark thoughts and worries that she can't turn off. And then we have Every Summer After, and the only reason I don't want to read this because it's not summer. We also have The 7-Year Slip, and I know a lot of people gave this a 5 star, so I'm really like leaning toward this one. Sometimes the worst day of your life happens and you have to figure out how to live after it. For Clementine West, that means why can't I say that? That means burying her head in her work as a book publicist, being practical and forgetting the silly little things her beloved aunt Analia taught her. This guy exists in the past, 7 years in the past to be exact, and she quite literally lives 7 years in the future. I feel like this one's gonna be really good. Then we have Things We Never Got Over, and I really want to read this. It's just so long. This one's small town romance, I think. Bad boy barber. What? Okay, I feel like this is gonna be cute, but like bearded barber, that's kind of funny. When I hear that a man has a beard in a book, it just, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but because when I think of like a beard, when they describe it in this, it's like a redneck, like super long beard. Because I live in a small town in Arkansas, so that's what I think of, I guess. I don't know. I don't really like it. I also have one more, which is Love Theoretically, but I'm not in the mood for a STEM romance. This one or this one? This one or this one? I don't know. I'm so bad at making decisions. I think I'm gonna go with The 7-Year Slip just because it sounds really cool. Let's get to reading. Look how floppy this is. I love it. I'm so excited. I just mentioned TikTok and I don't like that. No, we don't like that. So it's the next day and I got to chapter 6, which is page 52. It's been really good so far. So I'll explain a little bit more about it because I didn't really understand when I first read the synopsis, I guess. So it's about this girl named Clementine. She was like closest with her aunt, but she ended up passing away. Clementine is left her apartment. Her aunt was like this fun person. She thought everything was magical. She told Clementine the secret that the apartment could go back in time or forward in time, but it's always at 7 years. She told her a story about how she fell in love through the apartment. Clementine is still mourning her aunt and she's just having a hard time, but she's just pushing all of it aside and just focusing on work to not think about anything. One night she goes to sleep on the couch and when she wakes up there's this guy in her house and the house looks totally different. Clementine put it together that she's 7 years in the past. I don't think this is a spoiler. This is something I'm guessing, so I don't know. If you don't want to hear it, just like skip a little bit. At the very start, she ran into a guy at a restaurant and he happened to be the chef. I don't know, I just focused too much on her running into him and she was like, it's kind of like he knew me or something. So I feel like that's the guy in the present time. So I guess it'll probably explain, but does he remember her? When I watch movies and stuff that has to do with like going back in time, they normally remember it as you're going through the present. Like when she first met him, he wouldn't have known her. But she went back, and then when she came back to the present and she saw him again, he would have remembered meeting her. Does that make sense? He would remember it like each time that he sees her because she had, I don't know. It didn't really describe what he looked like, so if it said he would have red hair, then we probably would have known it was the same guy, but we will see. Check back in when I'm picking this up again. Hey guys, so it's a little bit later and I finally have time to read, but I think I'm gonna listen to it so I can do some stuff and be a little productive while I'm doing it, and then I'm gonna make some hot chocolate and stuff. So let's go make hot chocolate. I'm definitely right about him being the chef. Like, I'm only on chapter 7, so it's not a spoiler, but he's talking about how he went to culinary school. So if you put 2 and 2 together, he's definitely the chef that she sees in the future. So I think she'll know that once she goes back. I listened to the audiobook for a while. I am now getting close to halfway. Chapter 13, something started happening. The outside world, like outside of her apartment, is the present. Like if she leaves the apartment, she's in the present. She has yet to tell him about it, and I'm like, girl, I know there's the miscommunication trope, and I guess that kind of is that. I'm really liking it so far. The male character in this is just so cute. He's so sweet. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I think this is already a 5-star. I'm like halfway through right now. I really need to go to bed. It's so good, y'all. It's so good. Screaming, kicking my feet, y'all. I finished the 7-Year Slip, and oh my goodness, it was so good. I haven't read a romance in such a long time, so it was so nice to pick this one back up first. I gave it a 5-star. It's just so good, and the guy in it is so sweet, and yeah, I highly recommend. Now it's time to pick our next romance. So I'm choosing Things We Never Got Over. I know I said it was a long book, and I didn't really want to start it right now, but I caved. I was like, I really want to read it just because I've heard so many people talk about this series. This one is about Naomi Witt. I already started it a little bit. I'm on page 76. Really good so far. It's about Naomi and her twin Tina, I believe. Naomi's kind of the goody-goody and Tina's the bad girl. Naomi ends up in this small town called Knockemout. Everyone mistakes her for being her twin. Her twin has been there for a year and just causing a ton of trouble. So when Naomi gets to that town, everyone just hates her instantly. She meets this guy named Knox. He's like super rude to her at first because he thinks she's Tina, but then he ends up helping her out because a bunch of stuff happens. The banter in this is like, they hate each other and like they're so rude to each other. Sometimes I'm like, dang. There's a lot of cussing in this also. Like, I kind of just skip over it, but I guess because they were just so mad at each other at the start. Now there's not really a lot. If you don't like cussing in books, just be mindful of that. You'll have to skip over a lot of it. Probably listen to a little bit of audiobook for this because I need to clean my room. I will update you guys when I've read more. Hey guys, so it's the next day. I'm probably about 30% of the way through the book. They're not completely hating each other now. So there's 2 brothers. If anyone is rooting for Nash at this point, I don't think I could ever like... Yeah, no, I'm all for Knox right now. I mean, yeah, he's an absolute bellhole. He is so mean. He's pretty bad. I feel like you can tell that it's all a front. I'm almost done. I'm on chapter 42, which is page 442, and I'm like kind of sad that their story's about to end because I know they're gonna be in the next book. So I'm like, I don't want to learn about Nash and someone else or Lucian and someone else. Like, I want to learn about Knox and Naomi more. I'm gonna keep reading. Okay, look at all, he's so cute. Ain't no way this man just said this. He says, problem with you helping yourself to my leftovers? Nah, better she doesn't get a waste. No, he did not, bro. Why? And like, he knows that he's like being mean, but he said that in front of everyone. Wait. I love Sloane. I love her. Wait. Lucian defending Sloane. Hey guys, so I am now finished with this book. I really like the epilogue a lot. There was also like a bonus epilogue and it was really cute. It kind of gave away to some of the relationships that there's gonna be. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I absolutely loved it. I know this is an adult romance, but like there was a lot of cussing. Not like a lot of spice, but there was a good amount, and so I had to skip over stuff. She did a good job at like kind of saying they were connected emotionally from the start, even though each other didn't know it. With other books but this similar trope, I feel like it's just all physical at first, so I think she did a good job at like not making it all about that, I guess. I was listening to the audiobook and oh my gosh, it cringes me out so bad. So when the girl narrator does her guy voice, it is so cringy. It is so cringy. Male narrator sounded cringy too. Like, he sounded like a country guy, but it was like old, like not hot. It was like, I want to know what other people say about this. Like, do other people say that they don't excuse the way he acts? I don't know. It's just you get his inner monologue and you know that like he knows he's being mean and he feels bad about it, so it's not like he's just like mean for no reason, you know? I'm excited to read the rest of them. Let's pick the next book. There's nothing more satisfying than putting a book you've already read on the shelf. These aren't very organized right now. Yeah, I'm gonna put it over here with my other romances. Keep the blue thing going. But yeah, just right there. Here's the other romance we say. Can I talk? Here's the other romances we have. Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I think a lot of people like this one. I don't remember. I think Meet Me by the Lake is also by her. A lot of people say they didn't really like that one. I'm gonna read this. So let's get started. Hey guys, so I started Every Summer After last night. It's really good so far. I'm only like 20 pages in, so I'm about to read a little bit more. I think finish this really quickly. We're watching the sunset right now. You're so cute. No. So let's read. Hey guys, so it's been a bit of time. I am now done with Every Summer After. I think I'm going to be giving it a 3-star. A good book, and I really love the story. It really gives me summer vibes, and I definitely would highly recommend reading this in the summer. I loved when they were kids. Like, that was probably my favorite part. It just felt like, you know, any other romance. It didn't really like stick out to me, so that's why I'm giving it a 3-star. That's still a high rating. This is about Percy, and her family gets like this, I think it's a cottage, and she goes there every summer, and she lives right next to these 2 boys that are around her age, which is Sam and Charlie. And so she like plays with them. She gets really close to Sam, but something happens and they never talk for like 14 years until the boy's mom passes away. It's kind of expected why they didn't talk to be something else. Okay, my camera died, so I'm videoing on my phone. Just the thing that happens, I just don't like when that happens. So for me, it's kind of like you can't really, like, sometimes you can, but I don't know. I feel like their relationship didn't really have a ton of depth. Like when they were kids it did, but when they were older, they started liking each other again. I don't know. It was a cute book, but it wasn't like, yeah. That was me reading romances for a week. It might have been a little bit more than a week. I really loved getting back into romances. I've been reading fantasy for a while, so let me know which of these books you've read and which one's your favorite. With that said, that's everything I have for you guys today, so I hope you have a great day, and I will see you when I see you.